Great. So I thought I would share a little story. As you all may have heard, we lost a magical icon, Paul Diamond. You all know Paul Diamond?
Oh, yeah.
He passed away about a week ago, I guess it was.
Really? I didn't know.
And when I heard he passed away, I was really sad because I used to go to his magic shop in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. In fact, this is the actual catalog that I had as a kid. And actually, I bought this on eBay. I couldn't find mine. But this is the exact one like that I used to have. I used to have the penguins on it, and it was great because I would flip through, and it had, hints for beginners in magic. So when you're like a 9-year-old kid, you're devouring this stuff. So I thought what I would do today is, in his honor, I would share my first visit to the magic shop and what that was like for me. So I'll never forget, because I came in, my father, he waited in the car, and I walked in, and I saw these amazing props on the shelf, beautiful boxes, just like this one. And there was a magician at the counter talking to the magician behind the counter, who was Paul Diamond. And I'll never forget, he was doing this beautiful coin roll, which I can't really do justice, but I was fascinated with that. I was like, wow, that's really amazing. And I went up to the counter and I asked Paul Diamond, I said, excuse me, hi. He said, oh, what's your name? I said, my name's Joe. He said, do you want to see some magic? I said, yeah, I'd love to. I'd love that box up there. It's really beautiful. I said, can you show me a magic trick? He said, well, before you play with boxes, you got to learn the basics of magic. You can't just, fly before you walk. And he said, have you ever done any coin magic? I said, yeah, well, not really. He said, well, you got to learn. And he showed me a very simple coin vanish. And he said, well, go learn that, go home, and then we'll see you next week on Saturday, and we'll see, how you do, and maybe you can play with the box. So I did that, and I came back, and I said, Mr. Magician, can you show me a trick with the box? He said, well, do you know any other tricks? I mean, you got to learn, before you can fly, you got to learn how to walk. I said, well, not really. He said, well, how about the coin trick? Did you learn? So I did the coin trick. He said, very good. How about a silk vanish? Can you do the silk vanish? I said, well, not really. And he did the silk vanish, and he made it vanish just like that. It was really amazing. And he sent me on my way. So that whole week, I went back and started playing with the thumb tip. And I came back, and finally he said, okay, I think you're ready. I did the thumb tip for him, and he was impressed. So he showed me the box. He brought it down from the shelf, and it was a box just like this, a few doors. And he went behind the counter, and he pulled out a block, and he put it in the box. First, I'm going to open up the doors here. And he just plopped it in the box, and I'm going to kind of put it in the center here so you don't see where it goes, because we have to do this the right way. And he closed it up, and he said, Joe, the great thing about this trick is whatever you put inside vanishes. I said, really? He said, yeah. So he put it in there, and he said, look, I'm going to make it vanish. He waved his hand over the box. He said, it is gone. I said, really? Well, you got to open it up and show me. He said, okay. So we opened it up, and it was gone. I was like, wow, that's great. And I said, Mr. Diamond, I think you got to open up the other door. He said, okay, I'll open the other door. And he did. Well, this went on for about 5 minutes, and all of us know the famous Die Box. And I finally said, excuse me, I think you got to open up both doors because it's just sliding back and forth. He said, oh, you mean like this? And he opened both doors, and it was gone. Ooh. And he not just opened up those doors, he opened up, pulled everything apart. And that thing was completely vanished. And he asked me, he said, what do you think? I said, that's great, but where's the block? He said, oh, it's back where I got it. And he pulled out the bag, and there it was back in the bag.